America loves school shooters.
I know.
Let
It's
me
like,
tell you.
we should
not
change all the
shy
school
of it.
mascots to just school shooters.
Yeah, for real. Just change them all to different types of guns.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's nuts. We love it out
It's
here.
the Tulsa Remingtons. This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by your favorite food delivery service such as DoorDash or Uber Eats, but it could be. You can obviously tell from this frame I use those services quite a bit. So help me out and help the channel out. Reach out to those companies and tell them to sponsor this fat ass. Now, back to the show. All right, guys, my next guest is the ultra funny and hilarious. I don't know why I did two adjectives right there. Actually, three if I did ultra. Was ultra an adjective? I don't know. Fuck, I just messed it up already.
Word.
It's a word. Yeah, I'm high. The host of the Getting Greasy podcast, and also one of the co-hosts or hosts of the open mic at the Hunt Club, correct?
Yeah.
Guys, give it up.
I am one of the hosts of the Getting Greasy podcast.
One of the hosts of the
Yeah,
Getting
one of
Greasy
the hosts
podcast.
here.
We'll get this covered.
We'll get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Zach Amon.
What's up? That camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
this
up.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, cameras.
Yeah.
I
all
like cameras.
They're neat, aren't they?
They are cool. This is a neat setup. This feels like the most legit podcast I've done.
Thank you. That's
And
the
I've
goal.
been-
That's the goal.
Yeah, I've been doing a podcast for 3 years, and it's nowhere near this nice. We don't even have cameras. We just zoom our buddy.
Well, this took, man, about 2 years to prepare for and get the set built and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Well, it looks great.
Thank you.
At least on this wall.
We spent some time on it. The show had a lot of different iterations.
Yeah.
And then just through COVID, this was like my obsession was just collecting and stuff like that. And I told you off camera,
Yeah.
I flip figures for a living and stuff like that for a little bit.
Yeah, no, fucking you're putting in work. Can we
Yeah.
swear? Can I
Yeah,
swear?
yeah, you can swear.
Sweet. Awesome.
We're
I
past
like
the first 30 seconds or whatever, so we can swear whatever we want.
Awesome. I love swearing.
Yay,
It's
swearing.
fun. It's a good time.
So, man, tell the viewers about yourself, man. How long you been in the comedy game?
Oh boy. So I've been doing comedy here in Tulsa for this. I believe. I actually think next year will be 9 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
congrats, man.
Yeah, because I think I started in 2014. I was in college. I was like 19, I think.
Okay.
So I did a talent show at my college. I wanted to do stand up at the talent show, and I won. I ended up winning. So I was
nice.
like, all right. So there used to be a club in Tulsa called the Comedy Parlor, and that's where I went and did like technically my first actual open mic, and then just kind of stuck to it, and then here I am, still bad. So how it is.
Well, thank you for coming on Unloading Meat, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I was excited.
It's nice, man, especially when people reach out that I don't want to say okay, how am I going to phrase this? People that are known in the community and stuff like that, that are already established names as far as as past where I am. I'm still a newbie to the area and stuff like that, and to the field and the community. So it's nice to have people that are more established really wanting to come over here and help support the channel and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anything to be in front of a camera. Hello, viewers.
Oh, I mean, that's why I have my podcast, too. I'm an attention whore, man.
Yeah,
Can't you tell? I love this camera and this camera.
That's a good camera, too. This camera's nice, too. It's on you.
Yeah,
Look at
it
you.
is. Look
Looking
at me.
pretty.
Oh,
I like the red glasses.
thank you.
Those are cool.
Thank you.
That's
I have a
nice.
wide variety of them. I have white, blue, turquoise, red, pink.
I just have these black ones.
I worked for a whole bunch of different cell phone carriers,
Oh,
and
nice.
I like to accessorize,
Depending on what company you're working
Yeah.
for.
So over the years, I had different pairs of glasses for them,
Yeah.
and there's a whole, I have my blue ones.
Nice.
I worked at all the different fucking
Yeah, like
carriers.
the infinity glasses.
Yeah, the
You're just
infinity. I
collecting them
like
all.
that. I like that. We're gonna have to coin that for
We're
a
gonna
fucking
have
podcast.
Put it up. Put it up on the wall or
Yep.
the shelf.
Yep, the infinity glasses.
Yes.
That's actually pretty fucking cool.
Hey, sometimes I have an idea. It's not all the time, but it's occasional.
Good thing I had you sign that waiver.
Yes. All these
Release.
ideas are yours. Please.
No, man.
Let me tell you about an updated Trump hat I have.
Oh shit! I'm I'm listening.
No, it's
That's
still in
that's
prototype.
actually a Trump mask up there.
Oh, really? Inside of it?
Yeah.
Nice.
The viewers can't see. I have a Star-Lord helmet on display.
I was curious what the hair was.
So, like, the helmet itself doesn't have any interior. It's just Star-Lord's helmet.
Yeah.
So, like, when I was trying to put it on a helmet stand, I was like, it just falls right through. There's nothing to hold it, suspend it.
Ah.
So my dad, for Halloween one time, had, like, an old Trump mask as a joke. And he was like, try that. And I was
As
like...
a joke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now, after
Yeah.
he lost, it's a joke.
Yeah,
Anyway.
No, I did have a buddy during the height of the Trump presidency. He bought one of the Trump flags where they photoshopped him on Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, why did you buy that? And he goes, because one day I'm going to have kids. And he goes, and they're going to hear about this. And I'm going to be like, no, you don't understand how wild this was.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me pull out this flag in my closet.
Yeah.
And then show him that and be like, this was our president.
So, like, I kind of...
He photoshopped himself on Rambo.
I love the ones also that have him on, like, the Velociraptor, too. And stuff
Yeah.
like that. And always with machine guns with lots of ammo.
Yeah. God, I miss him.
Just wait. It's coming soon. Coming soon to a country or voting station near your...
Nah, I don't know if... I don't know. I don't know if we're not going to get political.
Yeah, we're not going to get
I don't know
political
if he's
on Unloading
coming
Meat. We're
back.
not going to do that.
No, because, I like to get political, but I don't know fuck all about anything. I'm like, whatever, man.
Well, like, my ex's family were hardcore Trumpers, and they still are probably, whatever.
Yeah.
One of the things they sent us coloring books for the kids that were like, let's jail Hillary and like Trump the American hero. And they were like these fucking coloring books that were just all that
You
kind of shit.
gotta admit.
And like, the marketing, man. Like,
You
the
gotta
merchandising.
admit, the right is funny. They have some funny shit that
Yeah.
they put out. I remember being in...
I mean, honestly, the right's what kept comedy clubs open or had the comedy clubs come back open.
True.
Burton and them toured, and it was the right that people
Yeah.
that were there coming out in droves.
Yeah, I living here, COVID didn't exist, so I was doing shows on my front porch for a while, just like outside, like bringing the comics in, being like, "Yo, let's do a show on my front porch," and then eventually we got the Hunt Club, and then we could do the Hunt Club outside because that was when outside was declared safe. So, it's whatever
that's why they-
about COVID, whatever your feelings are, but
That's why they have the outside stage with the flag and stuff, right?
yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I've only been to the Hunt Club once. That last time I was there with you when you
Yeah,
hosted.
we were probably inside. It's been getting a little nicer.
Yeah.
It's unreasonably chilly March in Oklahoma, but it's getting nicer. So once it starts getting nicer, we'll do it outside more. Because the outside is dope. It's cool. We can all fucking smoke out there, and it's, a little quieter than when you're in the bar. People in the bar like to talk.
Yeah. So, when did you start with the Hunt Club? When did you start doing the open mics there?
I think it was... I know it's been over a year. I don't know if it's been 2 years yet, but I know it's at least been a year and a half. Because I know we started, like, near the end of, like, COVID, like, near the end of probably, like, not like the end of COVID, but, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, because technically, didn't the government just say COVID's over now officially, like this month or some shit?
Yeah,
like that?
some shit like
COVID's
that.
over, guys.
Yeah, we did it.
Yay!
But yeah, so we started doing it there because we could do it outside, and then it just, like, I don't know. Now it's like grown into this big thing where, like, I ended up having to change how I do the sign up because it was getting to a point where, like, the last 10 comics weren't get to performing for people because we were getting like 20, 26, comics.
Yeah.
Which, like, I bet to some people who live in big cities, like, 26, what the hell? That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
But here, that's a fuck ton.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also you got to go, even if you're doing 5 minutes times 26, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just going to eat up the time. People are going to go to other venues to go to other stuff. I mean, it's just Tulsa's a city, so it's going to be popping.
Yeah. Of course, I changed it this Wednesday again.
How'd that go?
It went all right. I had it, so I've been capping it at 15 with an overflow, and then if you're on the overflow, you get to go next week automatically. And it filled up real fast, real early this week. And so everybody kept giving me that little look, that little, you're really going to put me on the overflow kind of a look? And I'm like, well, fuck, all right. So I took it to 20 overflow. I was like, 20's fair.
Yeah.
I can give you 20.
Yeah.
I don't care. I really don't care personally. Yeah. I can be out there all night.
Yeah.
I like it. I just feel bad that I'm taking away from Starlight's mic and, taking away from people also being seen. So I'm trying to make it fun for everybody.
I got to say, though, I appreciate what you just said. Like, you don't want to take away from Starlight's mic, specifically because, like, not that I, like, play favors or anything like that. I think it's cool that when venues and people that are hosts are trying to like help the community as a whole and be cognizant of that. I find that very great, not just for, just the community as a whole, but also for me personally, because like I can hit up multiple spots and actually possibly get those reps in.
Yeah.
You've seen how far away I live.
Yeah.
So like when I travel, it's nice to have multiples.
Yeah, it's nice that we actually have a few days where you can do a couple.
Yeah. And I know they have some on Mondays and Tuesdays with the bounty and stuff like that too. I just can't, for my schedule, like I have my kids on Mondays and Tuesdays. So like I'm never going to schedule anything on those days because I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm just not going to be booked on those days.
Yeah.
Unless it's like during the day, when they're in school or something like that, I'll just shoot a podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
But traditionally,
the Bounty Lounge, if you ever get a chance, if there's ever an off night,
yeah,
definitely the Bounty Lounge is a fun one. It's
I want to
definitely
go. Yeah.
Interesting. It's what we call the new Reds.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, like I'm not trying to disparage any bar or anything like that or any
no,
mic.
no.
It's literally just my schedule.
Yeah. No,
I love all open mics, and I love everybody doing this shit in Tulsa.
Yeah, all the bars we do the open mics at are awesome for the most part.
Yeah.
I think I haven't been to Kendall's yet, just because I've just always had something to do on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So once I get to Kendall's, which I'm sure is great, it's hosted by JB, who's amazing.
Yeah.
So a lot of good mics in this town.
Yeah. I'm really happy with the amount of mics there are. Specifically, just because, like, I don't know if you heard it on like some of the other podcasts I talked about. Like, I 15 years ago tried and had a bad shit happen.
Yeah.
So back at that time, it was only Looney Bin. So when that kind of shit happened, I just gave up because I didn't think there was any other option.
Yeah, comedy became very different, I will say, in Tulsa after COVID, and I don't want to say I had something to do with it. I don't want to say that creating a nice, supportive environment where you allow people to be funny had anything to do with it. I don't want to say that at all. But that's always been my philosophy, is just like, let's just be funny and work on being funny, and from that we can grow. And I think that's kind of what's happened, is that, we've kind of been allowing people to like explore and experiment and try new things.
Yeah.
Because, COVID happened, and a lot of the people who used to be like the old guard of the scene kind of were like, no.
Yeah. And
I said, fuck it. I was like, I can't not do comedy. Like, I got to do something.
That's the way it was. Like, I had an emotional breakdown, like, from my cell phone career. January 2020, like right before COVID.
Yeah.
Started a new job at a call center in March, and then I got sick with COVID in training, and they canceled the training and stuff like that. And by the time I got better and stuff, they paid me for a little bit. But by June, they were like, we don't have a job for you to come back to, basically, for training.
Yeah.
So I had no job. And COVID, I just kind of lost myself. I lost everything. And then, honestly, like, that's what caused my divorce and all that shit. Like, I hit rock bottom for a while.
Yeah.
Also, like, my depression, my anxiety, everything skyrocketed. I told you off camera. Like, I was afraid to go out in crowds and stuff. Panic attacks. If I was in, like, a big Walmart and there's, like, a lot of crowds, I still suffer from panic attacks.
Yeah.
So, like, weed honestly helped me a lot, just because, I don't know if you see me like at a club, I'm smoking a lot.
Yeah.
That allows me to be in crowds.
Yeah.
That allows me to do stand up, and like let me be from where I was, because 2021 was the last time I tried to get on stage for karaoke, which I was a big fan of. I love karaoke. And
man, I get too nervous to do it.
I love it, and honestly, that's what got me back into stand up.
Yeah.
Because it bridged me over to, like, I'm the guy, like, when I do karaoke, I'm like, actually having fun with the crowd. I'm singing it. I'm actually doing like a performance. I'm not just singing the thing.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time up there, and that
you're hamming it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that allowed me to kind of get over some of the stage presence jitters and stuff like that, to actually get my foot back into trying stand up again last year. I honestly say, guys, I can't stress enough, if you ever want to like work on stage presence and stuff like that, go to karaoke bars, have a few drinks, and have some fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a way to kind of loosen you up in front of strangers.
Yeah,
in a way, it's weird though. It's so much easier for me to get on stage and do stand up or perform, like, because I used to do theater and like do shit like that. But I cannot do karaoke. Like, there's something about it,
really, that
like just genuinely, because like I think part of it is that I want to be good at it.
Yeah,
like I want to be like okay.
Yeah,
but I know me, and I'm like, I can't sing. I can't.
I never did choir or anything like that.
I can play guitar. That's it.
Really?
Yeah,
I tried. The closest I ever got to guitar was I did like that. Did you ever play like the Rocksmith game or see that?
No, I was a Guitar Hero kid.
Oh, I was too. That's what got me into, like, I was the kid that was like, okay, Everybody made fun of Guitar Hero, so they're like, hey, if you're playing Guitar Hero, you should play the real guitar or something like that. All that joke that everybody had about that shit. I was the dumbass. I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to try the real guitar.
Yeah.
And then they had this game called Rocksmith, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's cool. I've played. My dad has it actually.
Yeah, it's great. Like it taught me the guitar for about a year and stuff, and then like I sold it because I was broke for a while after I lost my job for a little bit and stuff like that, and I just never got back into an instrument.
Yeah.
I played saxophone in high school.
Oh man, I really do want to learn how to play saxophone. That's like a dream instrument for me. It's like saxophone, cello, and a didgeridoo, something like that.
Saxophone for me, and then a what's it called? The electronic instrument.
The theremin?
Theremin.
Theremin would be cool, too. I was thinking the same thing.
I want to buy a theremin so bad.
That, because fucking just your hand, that thing's so dope.
Dude, when taxes came in this year, you have no idea how many times I added a theremin to my cart. Like, I was on Sweetwater's website. Shout out to Sweetwater. They helped me with this shit.
I bought my guitar off Sweetwater.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, they're super nice. Free shipping on everything. And like, dude, I would love a sponsorship from them.
They email you and like check up on you.
They send you a bag of candy with every order.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
I was like, holy shit.
It's
like guitar and candy.
And it's like all candies that would like be nice for like a lozenge or something like that when you're talking. Like, or lozenge. But what was I getting off? We're high.
A little bit.
No, but like when the last time I did karaoke or tried to with my ex-wife now, like just signing up in that crowd, I had a panic attack.
Yeah.
And I had to like run out of the room because I found out I'm claustrophobic.
Oh,
extremely claustrophobic.
Yeah, that's never fun.
Found that out when I had a sleep study. They strapped me into the bed and I lasted maybe an hour or so and started having panic attacks so bad they had to call an ambulance to get me on oxygen.
Oh, wow.
Like I just couldn't handle being strapped down or held down. They're like, you realize that you're extremely claustrophobic? I was like, I do now.
I think that's more just like, I just don't like being strapped down.
I had my car wreck in January, and I'm still like doing the MRIs and stuff.
Yeah,
and it took 3 MRIs and sedation just to get one MRI done because they strapped my neck in, and I instant panic attack. I can't do it. I can't be held down or like it's just something about my trauma from the past and stuff. I have a fucked up childhood a little bit.
No, I mean that's fair. Everybody has those things. And
then we turn into comics.
I have I have a real anxiety about driving in rain.
Really?
Yeah. So like driving here a little bit was.
Thank you for being here.
That's one of the things that's like it's one like there's not a lot of things. There's a few things that cause me like real true anxiety because kind of opposite for you. COVID actually cured a lot of my anxiety.
Really?
Like I kind of had.
It brought out the worst in me.
I kind of had this moment where I was like, oh, my life's truly not in my control. And so I just kind of let that go, and I'm like, all right. And so now it relaxed me in a way that I couldn't explain.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of was like, because that's when I made the decision to be like, I'm doing shows on my porch.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'll bite the bullet. I don't care. I was like, it was hard for me because it was like we're in Oklahoma. People were assholes about it, and there was nothing I could do to avoid them being assholes. Yeah. And so I was like, well, I'm just gonna play the cards that I'm dealt with, and it really did curb a lot of my anxiety. But driving in rain is a huge anxiety inducer because I wrecked not in rain but on a wet day.
Yeah.
And it was just like I flipped the car. It was like crazy. I didn't get like super hurt, but like it was just like.
Now it's like trigger kind of thing.
Like, a little bit, like coming around curves for sure get me. But
I can get that, yeah.
And then like show days, like big show days.
Yeah.
Like we did the Kane show a couple weeks back.
Congrats. I want to say that personally. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
I wasn't able to get there, but man, I'm so proud of you guys.
It was crazy. It was nuts. It exceeded. We did not, because like the guy was like, yeah, we can seat 150, 200 standing. And then we ended up hitting 308 people. Like,
damn.
And it was. They were killer. Thank you. They were killer crowds, and it was a killer crowd, and like all the comics brought some great sound effects.
Yeah, we got those.
Nice, and all the comics brought great heat. So it was incredibly fun. But dude, the 2 weeks like leading up to that show, because like I think a week before, like 2 weeks before that, me and David, who I put the show on with, we went and opened for Ian Fidance and McAllister, who like we're huge fans of. And so that was a big deal show, but like I was nowhere near the level of like anxiety as that Kane show. Like those 2 weeks, I was like, I couldn't breathe. I was like sweating randomly. I would just be walking around getting lightheaded, being like, oh no,
That's just me being called obese.
Yeah, my grandmother was like, "You might be diabetic," and I'm like, "Oh well, fuck."
Shit,
it runs in the family. But yeah, so it's like big show days, and then honestly, like right before I go on stage, I get a big surge of it, and but other than that, like it's just like little things. Like when shit starts getting kind of exciting, I get a little anxious. Because I'm like a little rapscallion, and I kind of like to instigate. I kind of like to be like, what? And like start shit. Because I look like a dad. I know I look like your dad, you know? I look like a dad, but like I am just an absolute degenerate, and I love chaos, and I think it's fun.
I don't know if you'll get this reference, but for the first time I saw you, and even now, you look so much like the lead singer of Joy Division, or Joywave.
I don't understand that one.
Okay, there's an alt band called Joywave.
Joywave.
You've probably heard some of their songs.
Maybe I probably have.
They do a lot of different.
I get Bob Belcher a lot.
Bob Belcher.
I get that. But so Sean and I used to host that, and we had a night that happened to fall on like Halloween or like the week of Halloween. So we all dressed up, and I dressed up as Bob. And
Nice.
I wrote jokes as Bob Belcher and did all of the stand up as Bob.
That's fucking cool.
It was fun. It
Nice.
was like super cheesy and corny, but it was fun.
I'm just like,
It's on YouTube.
I'm so happy that Chris Hemsworth went fat for the last Avengers movie, so I have a Halloween costume to go through now. That's Fat Thor.
Oh hell yeah, dude! You'd be a cool fat Thor.
I have the axe up there.
You do have the dude.
Yeah, so I have the axe and the hammer. Like, so yeah, I would love to. That's why I'm growing out the hair too.
double wielding.
I mean, I got the beard growing out,
You
and I got
do,
the
that's
hair.
good.
It's coming out, man.
Yeah,
I'm the fat Viking.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's some fucking Vikings are cool.
Nah, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I've always wanted to grow out my hair, and like, I grew out my hair my senior year of high school,
Yeah.
and on graduation day, like, I had blonde hair, like bright blonde hair. When I wore a hat, it looked like Chris from Family Guy. Like, that's honestly what it looked like.
Yeah.
And somebody told me that, like, right before graduation. I was like, fuck this. So our principal was like, if you have any bad haircuts or anything like that, I'm not going to hand you but your little certificate on stage. And I was like, fuck
Yeah.
this guy. I'm always kind of anti-authority a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like, graduation, I shaved it into a long bleach blonde mohawk
Nice.
and just walked up on stage and, like, had it under my thing. But I took my cap off as I walked up stage. And he got to see it in the whole crowd and everything like that. And I made him shake my hand. I like this. So he was pissed, but I still got, I graduated. I don't know why. I've always had that. Like, if you tell me something, I'm like, really?
Plus, it's ridiculous to be like, I'm gonna hold your diploma if your hair looks funny.
Yeah,
like,
and also
get
it's
fucked,
ceremonial.
bro.
It's ceremonial because, like, we didn't even get the real diploma. That's not until the following Monday.
Yeah.
It's just a blank piece of paper in the thing. It's all for the fucking ceremony.
It's like, get fucked, bro. Just let me graduate
Yeah.
high school.
and honestly, he shot a student the year before, that same year too. So
Yeah, well, shouldn't act that up. I told you to be quiet,
no,
Mr. Spencer.
we've told this on the podcast before. But like, there's a former student that like was drunk and lived like literally one street behind him, and he thought that the front door was locked. He was going into his house, but he was one street over. He was at the principal's house, didn't know it.
Oh no.
So he's like, "Oh, I'm locked out. So I'm gonna crawl in through the window to get into my house." And he was in his whitey tighties, and he crawled in the hallway. And as soon as he got in there, the principal was there with a shotgun and blew him away because it was an intruder.
Oh shit.
And then recognized that it was a former student.
Damn.
Yeah, and like the rest of the school year, the principal just like locked himself in the office the entire time. Didn't like want to talk to students or anything like that. Like, I mean, honestly,
it's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's
like,
funny.
So,
like, it's
like,
kind of.
It's like it's so absurdly the situation's like absurdly funny. Like, it's just like it's unfortunate.
He didn't even like ask questions. He just was like, kill first, ask questions.
I mean,
later.
the dad with the two kids there. I mean, I understand if there was an intruder in my house and I didn't know. That's gonna happen.
I mean, I guess if it was in like the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's more fair than I thought. It was in the daytime. And
Stranger
I was
in his underwear, drunkenly busting through the hallway to like window.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna blow him away. Something's gonna happen.
That's true.
Maybe gun regulations, kid.
Yeah. Well, that's when they're important.
Yeah. Anyway, didn't mean to be a downer on the podcast.
No, I just think that's. I honestly
a positive school shooting.
I just think it's so funny to think of
We're
that.
pro school shootings.
Yeah, I just think it's so funny.
Well,
to
apparently
think
the
of
Americans right now because we've had like 137 this whole
America loves school shootings.
I know.
It's
like
we are
should
not
change all the
shy
school
of it.
mascots to just school shooters.
Yeah, for real. Just change them all to different types of guns.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's nuts. We love it out here.
It's the Tulsa Remingtons.
Yeah. We love it out here in America.
Yeah, like literally, I think the statistic is like we've had like what 133 or something like that. Just this year.
Too many.
It's in the hundreds. I know, and it's the 3 months we've been here. Oh, it's gonna be like 5 months on this time this airs.
Yeah.
Yeah. America.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It rules, man.
It does.
But no, I'm just thinking about that like principal sitting in his office just being like, I wonder if I could get away with another one. Like, I like to think that he recognized him and was like, I remember this guy. He was a piece of shit.
I want to know like how long before he was like, I wonder if I can roll him up in the rug. That was my first thought. How long until that thought came into your mind? I mean, my school year was fucked up. We had the band director fondle a kid in the instrument closet.
Damn.
The year before that, the biggest one was our basketball coach, our women's basketball coach, was arrested and charged and went to prison, all that stuff, for making a student perform oral sodomy on him. It was a 17-year-old girl. Oral sodomy is
eating ass?
Yeah, eating ass.
Never heard it referred to as
no.
oral
I mean,
sodomy.
I was like 16 at the time, and I was like, I don't know what these terms are. There wasn't a fucking Urban Dictionary back in those days, so like they had like in the papers, it's just like accused of oral sodomy. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, it's eating ass.
I guess you can't put eating ass in a newspaper.
But yeah, like allegedly, I want to say allegedly. Yeah,
allegedly.
I mean, he went to prison, so like shit happened.
Yeah.
The biggest fucking weird thing about it was just all those players and the parents were like doing protests and like pickets outside the schools, like bring back our coach and stuff.
We don't care if he eats ass. He took us to the state championship, motherfucker. There's a trophy in the case to prove it.
Yeah. I mean, there was one story allegedly, like from a friend, and again, allegedly, that he also taught like history or some shit.
Yeah.
He had all of his classroom facing this certain way, like facing the front, like all the class, the desks and stuff like that.
Mm.
And then his desk was at the back.
Yeah.
And he would have aides go underneath his table and give him head, apparently, and like have movie days and like turn the lights down. And like if you turn around, you get an F for the day. And he's getting head underneath the desk while fucking kids are watching movies.
Damn.
Yeah. This dude was a pimp.
Damn. Yeah. Take notes, kids.
Yeah. So again, allegedly.
Yeah.
But that was one of the stories that was going around. Is like
I don't remember anything in like my school.
This all happened in my 4-year span.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything like that. I remember that like there were rumors. Well, there was like I do vaguely remember there being like I think she was like the new cheerleader like coach or basketball coach or something like that. Anyway, she ended up fucking like this kid who was like the quarterback of the
anyway, the way you just passed that off.
Yeah. She ended up fucking this kid that was the quarterback of the football team, and we were all just like, him? Like, there was just a moment where all of us were just like, that goofy fucker, you're gonna fuck him? And we were just like, well, I guess to each their own. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, my school year was like, so like I went through therapy and stuff after my divorce, and I can't recommend enough. It helped me a lot. But one of the things that is like repressed memories you kind of uncover.
Yeah.
And kind of go through it. And like one time we were going through, I posted on my Facebook once. You go through like, oh, let's talk about high school, and it was all great, it was jovial and stuff like that. And then you have this repressed memory of like the time you got in a fight with this another kid in the weight room, and the coach was like, oh, look at the little faggots. And then he made us hold hands in full football gear and do laps around the football field while the rest of the coaches and the football team, cheerleaders, everybody heckled us and called us the gay couple and faggots and laughed at us as we did laps around the football field. And the entire time we're just holding hands like, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. And they're like, look at the little queers. Look at the little queers. And like, this is like 2 years after my sexual assault. So like, I'm already dealing with shit. And like, I locked that fucking memory away. I didn't remember this for the longest fucking time until therapy. And then like that guy that I held hands with is now like a friend. He's like a bartender down at the fucking bar down the road.
Yeah.
And so like, I encounter him like once a week or once every couple of weeks. I go to the bar.
Yeah.
And so like, totally didn't remember that memory until therapy. And then I went back and there's like, now it's awkward.
Yeah.
Because now I'm encountering, and I don't think he even remembers it or wants to talk about it. I know he probably doesn't want to talk about it. I talked about it. It was fucking, yeah. I can laugh about it now. It's funny now.
Oh, dude, that is...
I mean, but it was rough. That was my school.
That is so... Was that here?
Yeah. It was Dewey. I went to school at Dewey.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I went
driving through Dewey, I was like...
Yeah.
Don't edit that. That's hilarious. That's so funny. We'll keep talking about it. That's some shit that my fucking school would do too. Fuck, I'd have hopped right in on that too. I'd have been like, you queers, holding hands.
Dude, like
I'd have ran in and held hands with both of you.
Like, yeah, they made us run laps and just do that entire thing, and like the entire time, like,
damn,
it was rough.
That's crazy.
That was the dramatic shit.
That's nuts. That's crazy. Oh my gosh! I'm
Repressed
sorry
memory.
I'm sorry that happened. To you,
I can laugh about it now,
holy
man.
shit, that is so fun. Such a different time, and that wasn't even that long ago.
No.
Oh man, no, we
Dewey, Oklahoma.
No, we never really did anything. We never really had anything like that crazy. Like not that I can. Like there were a lot of fights. Like people fought a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, like it's just small town living. That's just small town living.
Yeah.
Like people fight. Because I grew up in Cushing, which like Cushing's very small.
Oh yeah, but
it's actually a little bigger now, but it's still tiny.
It's crazy how like some of these towns are ballooning. Like I remember when Owasso was small.
I know Owasso's crazy. Now.
Yeah, being as a little kid, Owasso was just like the suburb of Tulsa. You kind of had a few restaurants and like a Walmart. That was kind of it.
Now it's like fucking
mini Tulsa,
basically.
Like honestly, if you look at like compare Owasso to what's it called, Tulsa Hills, that area over there, and they're pretty similar.
Yeah, a little bit. Like
just that area 75 where Tulsa Hills, all that whole expansion right there. That's pretty much every single restaurant and everything that's in Owasso is right there in that.
Yeah, all the good ones.
Yeah, all the good ones.
All the good. They're like commercial cities. They're like it's like little. Everything's a chain. There's not a lot of, like mom and pop restaurant places. It's all a chain.
I mean, they're all like even
it's
like
a capitalism city.
Even here, we had an expansion by our Lowe's and stuff a couple years ago, right before COVID.
Yeah,
and those chains like Ross, TJ Maxx, PetSmart, what's it called, Great Clips, all those, even though they're not technically the same company, they all go as one block.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy it, you get all of them. And that's kind of like a status symbol kind of thing,
oh.
where like once you get like that row, then the other rows will come to you and stuff like that. And so that's the way Owasso and these expansions happen. So if you see a Ross, there's always gonna be a TJ Maxx next to it, and then like a Petco. Like they always go in groups.
Bro,
like that.
Now that you say that,
they always go in groups.
Bro, you just blew my mind. Now that you say that, I'm thinking about it.
And their status things, like once that block happens, then other companies will jump on. Like
they're like, oh fuck, boys, the Great Clips is in.
Put it this way, like 6 months after that, Bartlesville got a Chick-fil-A and a Panda Express, and like those things started hopping in and stuff like that.
Bro, Cushing's got a Taco Bell, so it's starting to step up their game a little bit.
I used to work in Ardmore for a bit.
Oh man,
Ardmore is like just like there's nothing out there but a prison, and like a few miles later there's a casino. And
a lot of acts come out there, though.
A lot of acts because of the casino.
Yeah.
But that entire town is nothing but fast food restaurants. But that's it.
Yeah.
Like there's just it is like every fast food.
It's a pass-through town.
It's a pass-through town, and like it is just right next to the highway. There's just a little hub of stuff. There's my cell phone place where I work, and then there's just like this town is smaller than probably what Cushing was, or even like Dewey and stuff like it is.
Yeah.
But it has a Jack in the Box, Chick-fil-A. Like it has like 30 restaurants in this little small area.
Yeah.
Just right there. It's almost like a drive-through like mall food court town, basically.
Yeah.
That's honestly the best way to describe Ardmore.
There's a lot of those around, man.
And then it was so hard like hiring people there because everybody either worked at the prison or they had been at the prison.
Yeah.
So then they didn't qualify for the background check, so then they went to work at the prison.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the life of Ardmore. Just a revolving door of casino, prison, casino, prison.
Casino, prison, casino, prison.
Yeah.
What a life.
And then fast food.
The fast food's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, the casino's cool. I'm not like, I don't know, I like the vibe of a casino. I'm not a gambler, but I like being in a casino. There's something about just being in a place where people can smoke.
Yeah.
I really like it. I have so many people that complain and bitch about it, and I'm like, dude, this is like the last bastion of American freedom, like being able to smoke indoors.
I get having,
I
get the health concern as far as that, but I like that there's a choice.
Exactly.
There's got to be a place where people that are smokers can just be comfortable.
That's the beauty of America.
I honestly agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, I do think that there should be, if there is a casino, maybe you should have a place that does have some non-smoking and some smoking, maybe possibly eventually down the line. Just for the people that like don't want to. But they also say
I say you make casinos 2 stories and you put the non-smokers on the second floor.
I'm okay with that.
Smokers on the first floor, and then it all funnels up.
But you gotta remember, casinos are mostly held by fat people, so eventually that second floor is just gonna come crashing down.
That is true. And a lot of people in canes and wheelchairs.
Yeah, if you ever want to figure out if the story of Wally's coming true, just go to a casino.
Yeah, fair point. There are some pretty gnarly people in casinos.
I mean, I'm not throwing a stone. Look at my fat ass right here. And
yeah, but like you're not like casino fat. Like casino fat's different. It's a different kind of fat.
It is. I am part Cherokee though, so I already got that going.
Hey, then you get some benefits.
Yeah, diabetes too.
Hey, I got that. That's running in my family, so I might have
me
it.
too. My dad just got diagnosed with diabetes this year or last year.
My dad got it when my dad caught the beatus when I was in college, I think, and then his dad before him.
My dad got it, and now he's pissed. It's like he's adjusted well. Like he just like when we go to the Mexican restaurants and stuff like that, he has to get like a taco salad now instead of like getting what he used to have, like just like all greasy stuff like that. He has more of that kind of stuff, and like he's on keto or some shit now, and he's adjusted to it well.
I'm gonna die so early because like if they're like you can't eat certain things, I'm gonna be like, go fuck yourself. I am going to eat a pizza, dude.
Like there's been times where like real talk, I've tried 3 times to qualify for like the gastric bypass shit, and my insurances have never just qualified for me. It takes a lot to get qualified for that shit. Then there's like that's why there's so many people that go to Mexico for it.
I my ex-girlfriend.
It was like $4,000. I've heard it's like around $4,000 to get it done in Mexico, and then now there's a shit about people getting like kidnapped down there for like Americans get kidnapped. And they're like, okay, but now I'm not gonna be fat anymore. Like,
my ex-girlfriend's mom and her sister did that.
Really?
She didn't, but like they went down there. She was like their driver.
Yeah.
It.
How was that experience? If you don't mind me asking, like as far as like, did they?
I mean, it seemed to go well. I mean, they both stayed pretty. I mean, they both kept it off. They look good, you know.
I've looked into it, and also the height of my depression and shit like that. I was really big. I ballooned a lot during COVID, and like, I mean, I'm down a little bit more. I don't know if you've heard some of my comedy, but like I talk about it a little bit. Like I'm down about 70 pounds this last year.
Nice,
like
congrats.
legit. Like I'm not. That's not like me exercising. Or really, I'm not trying that hard. It's more like I gave up soda, and I just tried to make better choices.
Yeah,
that's all I did. And then I'm just trying to be more active. As like I'm walking around Walmart and Target and stuff like that. And, like you know, when I go shopping and stuff, like I'm not really doing anything different as far as just trying to make better choices. Like, oh, it's 1 a.m. I don't really think I need to order 15 tacos from Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I think I can just go to bed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make those choices, and I think I benefit from that.
Yeah, it helps. I've also because like I went through a breakup last year, and
shout out to breakups. This show's basically made by one.
It was a 9-year relationship. And we broke up, and it was rough, and it was sad, and I live with my mom, and so, it's fucking,
no, I've been there, bro.
Cool. Like it's been interesting living with my mom because my parents got divorced when I was young, so this is like kind of like, really like kind of the first time I've lived with my mom because like we go see her on the weekends.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, but dynamic.
Yeah, so it's been kind of fun, like living with her as an adult, and then her like trying to mom me, and I'm like, stop. I'm 30. Like, let me do my thing. Like, she's always like, all right, well, you know, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, what do you care? You're gonna be in bed by 8. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, but no, it's been interesting. There was a point to what I wanted to say to this. I can't remember what it was.
It's okay. At one point I lived in Tulsa for a bit. And then I had to move back, and I moved into a trailer house on my parents' property because like they lived out in the Copan area. Okay. I don't know if you know where that is. It's on the state line of Kansas. They had 20 acres out there.
Vaguely.
It's like Copan is even smaller than Dewey. It's like they have a truck stop with a restaurant and a gas station and then a Dollar General and a high school. That's it.
Of course, they got a Dollar General.
Yeah, every place. Dollar Generals pop up like Sonics. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Anything rural, it's like somehow even they get Wi-Fi. I'm like, how the fuck did you even get that out there? And like Dollar General has a way.
Yeah, like they have their own Wi-Fi reception.
And somehow those Sonic people, every time they open up a new one, they eventually get rid of the skates. They always try to open with. Remember the skates at Sonics?
Yeah, they do it for a little bit.
Yeah, there's always that one, and apparently you get a tip or you get more money if you do it.
I guess it's just
that's a big health, like safety concern.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Is that it's like. Yeah, we'll do the skates for a minute, and then the first time fucking Billy falls and cracks his head open, it's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
We got to take the fucking skates away.
But every time that there's a new opening in Sonic, there's always going to be some skaters starting out, and then it goes away little by little. You can always judge by how long that Sonic's been there.
Yeah.
By how many broken ankles they have or something.
Yeah. How many broken ankles, how many... You can just see blood stains on the sidewalk.
Every Sonic employee is also a roller derby.
They're all in slings. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. Like, I don't know. Like, I would never work at a place that would be like, you have to skate. I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that. Like,
when I worked at the big chain retailer that we all have, the big blue brand in every retailer, Walmart.
Yeah.
They wanted to start the day every I worked overnights as a stalker.
Mhm.
You know, stalker of food and stuff.
That's a good time to
women.
stalk people. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That came later. Now I'm divorced.
That was after they left.
I mean, in all honesty, if you really like this show, Unloading Meat, you will reach out to your favorite DoorDash or Uber Eats company and tell them to sponsor the show. Because it's kind of like a Mr. B situation where I spend so much fucking money on food being a fat ass that if they were to sponsor the show, somehow that money would go directly back into the show in a weird way. So, yeah, get us a sponsorship. Now back to the show.
You remember Pumped Up Kicks?
Yeah.
Like, that song's completely dark.
Oh, yeah.
It's
well,
really
it's like
dark.
Hey Ya is like a super sad song.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's done in a cheery way.
Yeah.
It's the genius.
Yeah.
It's just a genius way of doing music.
I love this song. Oliver Tree. I'm a big Oliver Tree fan. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
A lot of his songs are very deep and have a lot of really good lyrics, and they're just a poppy, dance beat.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, it's a neat way of, it's a neat way of doing music. Like, it's fun doing like.
It's the little things that get following. It'll go fan. Because you can see the skill and the songwriting stuff.
Yeah. Like, I love watching, like I said, I play guitar, and I love watching guys on YouTube play guitar solos in the style of other guitarists.
Yeah.
I just I watched one. This guy did Stairway to Heaven, and he did it in the style of I know he did Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then he did it in the style of I think Slash, and then maybe it was David Gilmour. Who's my favorite guitarist personally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. David Gilmour, Eddie Van Halen, Slash, and Pete Townsend. Those are my top 4. Keith Richards too. Probably that's my top 5. Keith Richards.
I would have Keith Richards in mine. I have to throw Tom Morello in there somewhere.
Morello's great. Morello is
just as far as inventiveness and stuff like that. Like I have to give him an honorary mention.
One thing I always say about Tom Morello is like Tom Morello might not be like when you listen to his riffs, like his riffs are incredibly simple, but it's like amazing. But like his use of sound is beyond what anybody's ever been.
Jack
able.
White too.
Jack White's incredible.
But yeah, I mean, and then drummers. I love listening to. I'm a big drummer fan too, even though I never got to do drum.
Yeah, Keith Moon is mine.
Keith Moon.
Yeah, Keith Moon's my boy. I know everybody's like John Bonham, but I'm like Keith Moon. Keith Moon just played differently.
I gotta go by the iconic bands, just what it means personally to me, and Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl's great. Neil Peart.
I'm a big Foo Fighters is one of my all-time favorite bands.
Same.
Dave Grohl, just everybody in Nirvana and stuff like that.
Dave Grohl just seems like the coolest fucking dude.
Yeah.
He just seems. I've been watching West Wing, and
it's a good show.
In season 7, they actually have a little cameo. In
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, they have a little. They have a little cameo, which I was like, and it's like baby Dave Grohl.
Really?
Yeah, like not long hair, like very
Oh, like not Everlong, but like Everlong.
Probably like Everlong. It's that era, probably, or maybe a little after.
The Me, Myself, and Irene song he did. Breakout.
Yeah.
On that day where he's like, is he fresh faced or does he have a little bit of goatee?
He's got a little bit of a goatee. Breakout's one of my favorites.
That's a great song.
That's such a good one.
I've
had the fortunate luck of seeing them, I think, twice.
Nice.
Yeah,
I want to see them so bad.
I saw him when he broke his leg, so he was in the rock throne.
That was so cool when that doctor saved it and everything. Like that whole part of it was just
I wasn't
amazing.
at that show, but I was on that tour.
Yeah.
And then
we had a big throne.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts. And then the next one was when they did I think it was right after Concrete and Gold came out, that album.
I love that. Like I said, I'm a big, huge Foo Fighters fan. Like the double album they had, was it In Your Honor? Or the one that had the acoustic album also. Like he had a song with Norah Jones. And it's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
It's him and Norah, Virginia Moon. And it's named after his mom.
Okay.
Because mom's name is Virginia.
Yeah.
So like it's just him and Norah Jones singing it with an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful song. I would highly recommend it.
He's amazing. I mean,
like,
they're both amazing. I actually love Norah Jones too.
Really?
Yeah, I think she's awesome.
Shout out the Lonely Island song that she did with Chex Mix.
Yeah, shout out the Lonely Island.
Yeah.
Those guys fucking rule.
I love their albums, man. They're just like that whole song about, it's called Dream Girl.
Yeah.
Dream Girl's the song.
They're like that first album they did that had like I'm on a boat and like, dude, I would play. I remember I was a lifeguard when I'm on a boat came out.
Yeah.
It was like our summer job. And I remember my friend and we would just roll into work with that blaring. And we're just like little fuckhead 17-year-olds.
It made white people pay attention to T-Pain.
Yeah. Man, T-Pain's awesome.
T-Pain is awesome.
He's so
shout out
cool.
T-Pain.
Have you seen his War Pigs cover that he did?
No.
It's fucking gnarly, dude. It's really
I
good.
watched his little was it Tiny Desk performance a couple years ago.
Yeah.
When he kind of came back.
Yeah.
And then like they had there's a
The Tiny
Netflix.
Desk concert's cool.
I love Tiny Desk concerts. There's a Netflix documentary of like the history of music or history of rap or something like that.
Mhm.
And there's an episode about T-Pain and autotune.
Yeah.
It's like the history of autotune. I think that's what it's called. And it's all about his career, like basically how he got famous from it, and then basically they're like, oh, everything's T-Pain. They basically canceled his career too.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating episode about
Yeah.
his life and everything.
And I mean, he's still putting out good
Yeah.
shit.
And
And
he's
like,
super
he's
talented.
actually like a very good like talented. It's just autotune sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like autotune, it like if used right. Like I think he used it in a way that it's more of an instrument than it
Yeah.
is like a way of fixing your voice.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. He revolutionized something. I
Well,
feel
then like, and then also like, I mean, you can't discount also like the first big autotune thing that happened was Cher. She did that song "Believe,"
yeah,
and that song is heavily autotuned. Nobody really heard that electronic sound
yeah,
and using it like an instrument.
yeah.
And I kind of like compare it to like how Morello used the guitar to make it like a rap sound.
Yeah, to do the record scratch. And
Yeah.
all that. I know how to
Like-
do that. I learned how to do that.
Really?
I figured out how to do it.
Uh,
It's so cool.
But like the way
It's not hard, but
the way he used the instrument in a different way to make a different sound.
yeah, like
It's kind
his-
of like how they use autotune to make like I honestly like dubstep, Skrillex and stuff like that.
Oh, I like dubstep. and
I do
like
too.
that. Like I think that shit's so much fun. Like I know like Skrillex is whatever, but like you gotta. I was talking with a friend the other day. I'm like, you really have to give it up to Skrillex
Yeah.
in a way. Like he really brought this to the fucking limelight.
There's got to be always the first like person that's gonna be the breakout star. I mean,
I remember showing my buddy his remix of Cinema by Gary Go.
Yeah.
And it like it blew his fucking mind. It's funny how it all just really comes back.
So like yeah, because like it's weird how much like the lyrics come to you just instantly too.
Yeah, dude, I remembered every lyric to Violent Pornography.
Yes!
I was like, I haven't heard this song in like probably
Choking chicks and sodomy.
Yeah, it's probably been almost 15 years. Like I used to jam to them so hard when I was in high school and college and all that. And,
There's such random lyrics.
oh yeah, I was actually thinking on the way.
Everybody.
Yeah, I was actually thinking on the way here because I was listening to Vicinity of Obscenity.
Yeah.
And in that song,
Terracotta
yeah,
pie.
and then he's like banana. He does that. I was like, bro, the minions from Despicable Me would
Oh
love
my
this
God,
song.
yeah.
They'd be like banana. It was making me laugh my ass off on the drive here thinking about it. One of my favorite things ever was there's a I found it on SoundCloud. It's like it's a Ghostbusters remix,
Nice.
and it's like it's just a remix of the theme song basically, but like. It's super like I can't remember who it's by, but like it's super duper good and I love it. And I remember one time I was in college and I was or maybe it was like after college. I think it was the year I graduated college. I was tripping on acid. And
As one is to do.
yeah, I love psychedelics personally. I think they're great. But I was tripping on acid and I started to kind of get on the verge of a bad trip because, like, I was with my girlfriend because I was at home with my girlfriend at the time, and like her friend was there, and I kept feeling like they were mad at me for doing the acid,
Yeah.
even though like they were both like, "Yeah, do the acid, it's cool." And then so I like usually what I'll do is I like to listen to music because I think it makes music like new to me.
Yeah.
So I was gonna be like, I'm gonna put on some Comfortably Numb. I have a live version of Comfortably Numb from the Pulse concert, and I was like, I'm gonna put that on.
I love. Oh my God.
Because his soul, the way
Dude.
that's the best version of that solo that's ever played. Like even for Gilmore himself, that's the best version he's ever. played.
We're bonding so hard now because like one of my all time favorite movies is The Departed.
Yeah,
And there's a live version of that song that's played. I think it's Roger Walters.
yeah, Roger Waters. Yeah, it's the wall from when he did it in Berlin. It's the
yeah.
band. The band
But-
is singing.
and it's like the live performance or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they have that and that's on the soundtrack. And that's one of my all time favorite just like versions of it. I love the
Yeah.
live version of Comfortably Numb.
yeah.
So I kind of relate to
Because
what
that's
you're.
have you ever watched that concert? It's
No.
it's the Wall in Berlin. So it's Roger Waters with like a ton of acts. Like the Scorpions open it up with on the In the Flesh, and then like Bryan Adams does Young Lust, Cyndi
Nice.
Lauper does Another Brick in the Wall. But the band, they come out and they do Comfortably Numb.
Oh, okay.
And it's like the band, and I think Van Morrison's in there too. But yeah, dude, that entire concert is so fucking good. My only issue though with watch, because like I am such a fucking Pink Floyd fan. Like they're my favorite band. David Gilmour's my favorite.
My favorite's
guitarist.
Queen.
Queen is amazing too.
So like yeah,
like Queen's a top 5
Pink
band.
Floyd's up there for me though.
Yeah, Queen is easily a top 5 band. I think Brian May is incredibly underrated as a guitar player.
Oh yeah, then like just
And
the way
I think
he
Freddie
built
Mercury.
he made his own guitar, right? Like
built it out of
yeah.
his like fucking fireplace.
Yeah.
And then I think Freddie Mercury's the greatest rock singer though. I don't think there's anybody better than Freddie.
I would say he's one of the greatest singers. Like just
for
top
sure.
5. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Mariah Carey has to be in there just for her octaves and stuff like that. And like,
I don't see a list. If you did a top 10 list, I can't see a list that doesn't have Freddie on it. But going back to what I was saying, anytime I watch The Wall live and it's not like with David Gilmour, I hate the guitar solo because I'm just like, it's never good.
it's
One of those things where I'm like, it is good, Zach. You know it's good, and I'm like, it is a good guitar solo, but it's just not. It doesn't have the power behind it from like when Gilmour plays it. You know.
So like I can compare it to like I said, I'm a big Foo Fighters guy. They had a live concert from Hyde Park, and they put it on DirecTV for like free and stuff like that. And Brian May and the drummer from I'm blanking on the drummer from Queen.
Roger Taylor.
Roger Taylor.
Yeah.
They came out for the encore, and Taylor Hawkins, the drummer, did the song.
Yeah,
and
they do Under Pressure.
They did Tie Your Mother Down. And they had Brian May and Roger Taylor doing the drums and the guitar.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl doing the guitar, and they were doing like back to back doing guitars, doing
Yeah.
Tie Your Mother Down, and Taylor's singing it.
Yeah.
And it's in front of like 50,000 people in Hyde Park in England.
Yeah.
So it's Queen in England with Foo Fighters doing this song, and now I can't hear another version of Tie Your Mother Down because that's so good. Even though I love the Freddie Mercury version too.
Yeah.
That live performance is so fucking cool.
There's actually a version of fuck, what is it called? Somebody to Love. I think it was like the Freddie Mercury tribute, but George Michaels sings it. George Michaels does it live, and I personally think it's incredible. Like I have a hard time listening to it, and like I'm not a huge George Michaels fan. I respect George Michaels, may he rest in peace. But like, dude, that performance made me a fan. I was like, dude, this is incredible.
I wasn't a Maroon 5 fan for a long time, and then I got free concert tickets once to the BOK, and went there, and like they're such showmen. Like honestly, like even though they're full pop songs, when they do it live, it's full band and he's playing guitar, and it's like a full rock show.
Yeah,
and like they even have like a staircase, like or like a bridge come down from the rafters, and he walked out in the middle of the crowd for the encore. Like it was a real good rock show, actually.
Yeah,
made me a fan of him. But Howard Stern has him on there all the time. And Adam Levine did a cover of Purple Rain for Howard Stern's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And it's him and it's the lead singer, Pat something from Train.
Oh, okay.
And they're performing Purple Rain in front of Howard for his birthday on this live crowd. And it's
good?
breathtaking.
Yeah.
Like
I can imagine it's pretty good.
It's pretty fucking good. And that's Prince. And that's an iconic song.
Did you ever see Hart do Stairway to Heaven at the Kennedy Center Awards? Dude, after this, you should YouTube that.
Okay.
That is
We're gonna have to have a list of me and you send like some.
That is
stuff.
a moving performance. So like they were honoring Led Zeppelin at the Kennedy Center Awards, so they had Hart come out and do Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, okay.
And,
Kennedy Center honors,
Yeah, and dude, it is fucking killer. Like every time I watch, talking about it now is giving me goosebumps.
It's honestly how I feel about Tom Morello. Bruce Springsteen brought him out for the Ghost of Tom Joad.
Yeah, the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
I have that on DVD.
Yeah. And that live performance, you see Bruce like it's like almost like, not that they're battling, but it's like solo. Like
that was one of the moments where I was like, "Holy shit, Tom Morello is incredible."
And you see Bruce Springsteen's face because like he does his solo, then Tom does his solo, and then Bruce does it, and then Tom, and you see Bruce goes like,
"Yeah,
oh fuck!" Like
I actually just had the opportunity to see Bruce Springsteen.
How was it,
dude? It instantly was a top 3 concert. Like,
was it his Broadway show or
no? It was the East Street Band. They came to the BOK Center.
Nice.
So I went on a big Bruce Springsteen kick last year, and I was telling my dad about it, and it was like right around my birthday, and he was like, "Well, I might have something for your birthday," and so he had got tickets, but he hated the seats, so he got other tickets, and he was just gonna sell the other ones, but then he was like, "Well, since it's your birthday, I'll just give them to you," and so I went, and dude. That fucking guy, he's like 70-something.
Yeah.
So where we were sitting, so like it's me and like my lady friend that I've been seeing, girlfriend, I guess I'd call her. don't watch this. So she's there, and like we're kind of like on the far side. So like it's kind of like in the round, but it's like he's still back here. But like there's people sitting behind the stage basically. But like we could see him coming out from behind, and like we saw the band, and like the band comes walking out on the stair, like up the stairs. Everybody starts cheering. He comes in. He comes out through the back. Place goes fucking nuts. And I mean, for 2 hours and 45 minutes, they did not stop playing. And it was just like, when you like watch a concert, it's like, yeah, it looks like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
But like they genuinely looked like they were just having the most fun.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, it was just like incredible.
The last big concert, like, and it's been a while, like as far as like a BOK or concert or something like that. Cause I've seen comedians and I've seen like wrestling and stuff there, but as far as music live, I saw Metallica at the BOK.
Yeah.
And it was on Kirk's birthday. It was like this was like 2008 or something like that.
Oh wow.
It was right when the BOK like first opened and stuff like that. It was like a big thing for Metallica to come to Tulsa.
Yeah.
And they were doing was it one? The Metallica the song.
Yeah.
And it's James Hetfield doing the solo at the beginning. And he hits a wrong note, and you hear him go "fuck!" Like, and then I we're in the like the pit area,
Yeah.
and like you just see him like, and he's like, "fuck!" I always remember that. Just I see him, and like I don't think he was having a good time that night.
Yeah.
And then like even at the end they sang Kirk "Happy Birthday" as the encore and stuff like that. Like I don't know, I could tell that all of them but him were having a good time.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens, man.
Yeah,
it
just have
takes
an off
like
night.
it takes one little, like hey shit, I do it too. Like I'll be doing a show, and if I miss a tag and a joke or something, people will be like, dude, that was a good set, and I'll be like, fuck you, no it wasn't.
But then you can also see
I missed
how,
a joke. I'm
how many
pissed.
reps they've done and how much work they put into it to where it's like they're still doing a job. Like it's I could see you having a bad night, but he still put on a great performance and had a good show.
And I mean, it's just a little mistake.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be mad. It happens all the time.
But you can just see by his facial expressions.
The trick is just to play through it.
Yeah.
You just play through it. That's all you got to do.
That was just like the one moment where I was like, man, this feels exactly like playing like Guitar Hero Metallica. Like when I hear the wrong notes, like
yeah. No, no. Live music is just something. There's something like really. I end up when I go to a concert watching the crowd more than I watch the show, because there's something incredibly cool about all of us being there for this one thing.
Yeah.
And it makes you realize how much you could genuinely have in common with people.
Yeah.
If you just kind of let go of ideology.
Yeah.
And it's just very interesting. And it's like everybody in this room probably believes in a different type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, but we all believe in this one thing,
Yeah.
And I just think there's something cool about that. There's something neat.
I forgot. I also saw Weezer at the BOK, like the Weezer and the Pixies.
I was at that show.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago or something. Like that. 2 or 3 years ago.
That was the first. That was one
right
of the,
before COVID. It was right before.
Yeah, right before. That was one of the first shows. I think I like. My brother and I have gotten to do a few shows like together of just him and I.
Yeah.
And that was one of them, and that was so much fun.
That was great. And then he had a little boat that he went around.
Yeah, he went right. I have a photo of him going right, like he was right there. I was like, holy shit, that was a good ass show.
Yeah,
the Pixies were great too, because the Pixies just came out and played and then left.
Yeah,
I was like, no, like hello, they just came out.
Yeah,
thank you, goodbye.
Yeah, that was just it.
It was it. I was like, respect.
And openers, man, can make or break. When I watched Maroon 5, the opener was. Do you remember Owl City?
Yeah, he's coming to Canes, I think. He's coming somewhere.
It was them. It was him and Neon Trees as another band.
Yeah, I liked one of their songs.
Yeah, Everybody Talks. And
I like that song. That was like a song that came out the summer I was a lifeguard or something, so we would hear it all the time.
Yeah, and it was Owl City opening, and then Neon Trees, and then Maroon 5. Owl City came out and was like, how's everybody doing in Tulsa? And it was just silence. And he did his song, like Fireflies or whatever the fuck it was, and it was just this. Whoever was his sound mixer or whatever, he sounded like shit.
Oh, that's
like it sounded horrible, and like everybody was just like, "Oh, the show just started. Time to go to sessions."
Yeah,
and these people are just walking out. Yeah. And then as like I'm getting drinks for me and my first wife at the time, Neon Trees at the stage and does that Everybody Talks, and it just their sound was so much better than his.
Yeah,
they sounded just perfect.
Weird.
And brought everybody back.
Yeah.
And then Maroon 5 was great. But like Owl City was trash that night.
Man, that's so odd.
It's so weird. Like, yeah, they were bad.
That's like, unfortunate. Sorry, Owl City.
Yeah, like, and honestly, it's just because the sound, like, it just sounded like you could hear the mics, like the electronic sound behind it. It just wasn't mixed well. It just sounded like shit.
Yeah. I mean,
and it just was not going to be a good time for him.
One of the best sounding concerts I ever saw was AC/DC.
Really?
AC/DC live is like
I don't know. Are we going to get that anymore now that he's like so deaf and everything? Like,
I don't know. I don't think they've toured since Malcolm died.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like, I'm surprised that the Stones are still going out there. And they still put on such a show.
Dude, it's crazy. If I had the chance, I would probably see him. Because, I mean, I like Mick Jagger and I love Keith Richards. I think they're, I love that whole band. But
I want another one I want to see is Chili Peppers. I want to see Chili Peppers so bad.
I like the Chili Peppers. I know the Chili Peppers get their shit, but I will say, like, John Frusciante is incredible on guitar.
Yeah.
I would probably see the Chili Peppers live.
The first memory I have of them is, like, do you remember Scar Tissue?
Yeah.
Remember the video for that where they're all, like, busted up on a beat up like car? Like, they look like they got into a car wreck.
Yeah.
And, like, the first memory I have of him is, like, he's playing the solo on this busted guitar. And I know it's theatric. It's just like, the top of the guitar is busted over.
Yeah.
And he's just playing this and the strings are all everywhere. But he's doing the solo. And, like, I was a kid or something. I was like, dude, he's playing that broken guitar so well.
How's he doing that?
Yeah, then I was like, oh, I like the Chili Peppers now. And then, like, I got into them through that. And then I was like, oh, I went back and watched the video. I was like, oh, he wasn't. It's a fucking video.
It's a metaphor.
But, like, Can't Stop has one of the best riffs. Like,
I can play it.
Dude.
Well, I had a few friends back in college. We decided to start a little group. And so my parents went to, I have family in Pennsylvania. So my parents were like, hey, we're going to Pennsylvania. And I was working, so I was like, well, I'm working, so I'm not gonna go because I want to make money.
Yeah.
So my friends and I, we all ended up putting together this little band. Like, it was like me and my buddy Cameron, who could play guitar, our friend Joseph, who's probably the most talented out of all of us, who's actually was in a legit band that you can find on Spotify.
Nice.
And then our friend Marshall, who had never played drums in his life. And then my buddy Eric, who sang. And Eric was an all right singer. Struggled on some songs, but he's all right. But a great frontman. Incredible frontman, had the sex appeal of it and all. But so what we ended up doing is we basically put on a concert. We learned a set list. So we basically figured out a set list of, like, I think we did like 12 songs, and we built. So my parents have like 2 acres of land, and there's like this little storage house in the back, and we built a stage on the back of it, and we put like these pillars up, and we hung lights, and like had a big banner. We called ourselves Smashbox. Yeah, I still have the banner. Everybody, my dad was like Matchbox 20. I'm like, no, Smashbox, stupid.
Of course.
We were like, it's just because we would smash boxes at the pool.
Oh,
and so we were like, Smashbox. That's what everybody thinks. There's like something like sexual behind it. We're like, no, we were literally just smashing boxes one day at the pool, and we were like, Smashbox, and
Dude,
we were like, band name.
It's kind of like when everybody asks what Unloading Meat means.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by your favorite VPN providers such as Express or Nord or any other VPN product that is constantly bombarding you with ads on every podcast, YouTube clip, everything that you ever watch. Hell, I'm honestly, VPNs, you guys should just be advertising on every Pornhub site and any kind of adult site, because, guys, if you're ever trying to, wank one off real quick and you need to be sure that your favorite cable provider is not browsing on it, hop on a VPN. And guys, if you're tired of these fake weird ads, reach out to those VPNs and tell them to sponsor Unloading Meat. Now, back to the show.
All right, guys, we're back with Zach Amon. And Zach, I think it's time for the preheat.
The preheat.
Ooh,
it's
hot.
And Zach, if you're unfamiliar with the preheat, I grew up fat.
Mm-hmm.
So
I couldn't tell.
You can't tell. I grew up to be fat. No, I was always fat. I'm still fat. Husky. Anyway, you're like, I want to check my watch as I fucking talk about fat jokes.
I just got a message. I was seeing what it was.
Oh, I thought you were just like...
I just got this, so I'm still getting used to it. I was like, I'm going to treat myself.
I thought your Apple Watch was like, are you fat? We're going to get some health updates.
I set every health update to like the bare minimum. They're like, you walked 40 steps. Congrats. I'm like, yeah, I did. It's like the little goals make me happy. I accomplished something.
But, God damn it. That was good. On the preheat, I know I'm going to get some dirty, horrible trolls, putting this out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I will read their dirty, disgusting comments on the show, but they have to email them to me and send a picture of themselves so that we can retort.
Oh.
I think that's fair. So I'll read their horrible comments, but
Yeah.
I get to roast them back once I start getting them. So if you want to be on the
It's
Preheat,
just a bunch of handsome men.
Yeah, just
It's like, God damn it. How
yeah,
do
that's
we
why I
roast?
closed my Grindr profile.
I don't blame you.
On the Preheat, you can send your requests, or if you want to do your submissions, send them to unloadingmeat@gmail.com, subject Preheat, and include your photo, and we'll read your comments online. I don't have any viewer mail right now. Zach, do you have an example of a trollish comment or a roast joke you have for me?
It's like the comic book guy from The Simpsons with Downs.
With Downs?
With Downs. Because I was going to say heavily autistic, but I was like, well, he probably already is definitely heavily, but like definitely. I don't know about the other one.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
That was a great Preheat segment we had, guys. And again, if you want to be on the Preheat, send it to unloadingmeat@gmail.com.
When it comes
subject Preheat.
When it comes to roasts, I generally need like 3 weeks to stress right. On the spot, it's scary.
Well, man, I just want to say thank you so much for being on the show. It
Thanks
means
for
a
having
lot. Where can everybody reach you at? Where can they find you at?
So you can follow me. I really just have Instagram. I used to have Twitter, deleted it. I hated it. Twitter just made me feel like awful about the world, and it made me realize that the world is not Twitter. And so I have an Instagram, which I love because I can just look at strong women and butts all day. And
What's your Instagram?
my Instagram is at really Zach Amon.
Really, Zach Amon.
Because you always see real so-and-so, and I'm like, no, but it's really me. Really Zach Amon. It's really me.
And then
Facebook, Zach Amon, you can just find me there if you want to friend me or whatever. I
and
post
then
a lot of
your
my
podcast.
shit. And then, yes, I'm a co-host of a podcast called Getting Greasy. If you're a fan of the Trailer Park Boys, we do. It's all about the Trailer Park. I mean, it's not now because we've run out of content. Like we've ran through everything on Netflix and all their new shit. So like, we're doing a lot of their online shit right now. But yeah, but check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of bro-hangy. We're doing movie reviews, kind of a thing. But yeah, it's me, my buddy Devo, and our boy Sean, who used to be a Tulsa comic here but lives in Boston now.
Oh, nice.
And
that's what you were talking about when you Skype him or you.
Yeah, we Zoom in with him. And yeah, it's a fun podcast. It's a little while because when we started the show, we kept true to like the Trailer Park Boys, where we would get like drunk and high and talk about the episode. We would manage taking a 22-minute episode and talking about it for 2.5 hours, and that's just kind of been that's just kind of been our thing. And we have wonderful fans and great people. If you just want a podcast that'll kill your time, we're a great podcast to kill time.
Any shows in like the Mayish area or anything? Or you want to shout out the Hunt Club?
Yeah, I'm at the Hunt Club every Wednesday. Sign up at 7:30. Show starts at 8. I don't like to say it, but I've been told that it is the best open mic in Tulsa. Take that with what you will.
I love the venue, man. I had a blast doing it last time I was there.
Yeah, I was happy to have you there. It was it's a lot of fun.
I can't wait till they open up the outside and see. I want to perform outside there too.
Yeah, we did it last night outside, so now that it's starting to get a little nicer, we can do it.
Yeah.
In May, I have a show May 12th with Hugo Willie. I'm not exactly sure where that's going to be at. And then I'm doing a show for Nicholas Danks on Friday, May 26th. I believe that'll either be at the Rose Lounge or somewhere else. Just follow me on my Instagram and Facebook, and I'll post all the info there, and you'll see it.
Nice, man.
I should probably be like more legit as a comedian, and I'm working on it, but I'm just a lazy cock.
Well, man, thank you so much for being on Unloading Meat.
Thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun. This is awesome.
Dude, thank you so much.
No problem, man.
Guys, this has been Zach Amon. I'm Jared Ralphie Allen. This is Unloading Meat. Take care, guys.
See ya.
Peace.
Unloading the meat. 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 I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is.
Bye. Have a great time.